Hi everyone, I'm Arun Narendran from the University of Illinois and I'm presenting our work on learned visual navigation for under canopy agricultural robots. Under canopy agricultural robots are compact robots that navigate between the crop rows under the plant canopy. Autonomous navigation under canopy is challenging due to various factors. GPS signal is not reliable under the canopy and LiDAR sensors are sensitive to noise common in unstructured under canopy environments as seen in this image. Lots of occlusion and clutter in the environment and large variability in appearance over the season and across crops poses challenges to use classical computer vision. Large-scale under canopy datasets are not available and there are no prior benchmarks on under canopy navigation with extensive real-world validation. To tackle these challenges, we collected a large under canopy dataset and used a modular approach with learning-based perception, sensor fusion with IMU using an extended Kalman filter, and model predictive controller. We did extensive field validation and our approach outperforms the state-of-the-art LiDAR-based system. Here is an overview of our proposed system called CropFollow. The input image from the front camera of the robot is processed by two convolutional neural networks that were trained to output heading, which is the relative angle of the robot with respect to the crop rows, and distance ratio, which is the ratio of distance to the left crop row to the row width. These predictions are then fused with the IMU using an extended Kalman filter. The outputs from the extended Kalman filter, the kinematic model of the robot, and a reference path, which is a straight line through the center of the row, are used to solve a constrained cost optimization problem in the model predictive controller. The model predictive controller then outputs a path to track for the robot to achieve the reference path. The first angular velocity command for this path is applied and then the optimization process is repeated. A low-level PID controller is used to maintain the applied angular velocity. To train the two convolution neural networks, we generated labels by drawing the vanishing lines along the crop rows and the horizon line. We annotated about 25,000 images of corn and 10,000 images of soybean and used projective geometry to extract heading and distance ratio labels from these annotations. The trained models are validated offline using the validation dataset with L1 error as the metric. This table shows the mean, median, and 95 percentile error of the heading and distance ratio models. Further, extensive field validation was performed to compare the proposed system and LiDAR-based state-of-the-art. Number of human interventions needed to recover the robot in the event of crash was used as the metric. Tests were conducted in both early and late season corn. LiDAR doesn't work early season since the crop is below the level of the LiDAR. During late season, LiDAR with and without IMU had 13 and 72 interventions respectively, whereas in case of CropFollow, the number of interventions were significantly lower. On average, CropFollow with IMU fusion can navigate 485 meters before needing an intervention compared to 286 meters in case of LiDAR. These are examples of successful navigation of the robot using our approach in different environments. Here, the robot is navigating through early season corn in which LiDAR navigation is not possible. In this case, the robot is navigating through late season corn. Here, the robot is navigating in a late season cornfield with curved crop rows. Here, the robot is successfully navigating through occluding leaves from corn where LiDAR navigation fails. This figure shows the different failure modes of CropFollow and LiDAR. CropFollow mostly fails due to large gaps in the crop rows since we don't have such images in the training data. This can be improved by adding additional training data for such scenarios. Whereas LiDAR fails mainly due to occlusion of the sensor, which is a hardware limitation. To study the generalization of our approach to other crops, we labeled and did offline validation on soybean data. As we can see in these images, soybean looks shorter and stouter, which is very different from corn. We found that even without any retraining, model trained on corn shows significantly better performance and generalizes well to soybean. And this gets better as we retrain more on soybean. To summarize, we have developed a low-cost model, a learning-based vision navigation approach for under canopy navigation. Extensive field validation over 25 kilometers shows the effectiveness of this approach. 485 meters covered before needing an intervention in case of CropFollow compared to LiDAR's 286 meters before an intervention. About 1,000 labeled images and 24,000 unlabeled images from our work are openly accessible to enable further research in this area. Thank you.